Hey guys, kflagg here with Villa Real Estate. Here's your September market update. So I'm going to give you guys the current market conditions in Orange County. We're going to go over a couple graphs and then I'll explain to you guys where I think things are heading from here. So on the left here we have pending sales over the last 30 days, and this is current demand for Orange County. On the right here we have active inventory, and then on the bottom here we have another graph of active inventory. So as you can see in this pending demand, or in this demand chart, we are pretty muted compared to historic levels. So we're actually the most muted since 2007. In 2007 we were at about 1,000 pending sales. Right now we're at about 1,800. During the height of the Great Recession, we were at close to 3,000, between 3,000 and 4,000 pending sales. So demand is muted right now, but that is coupled with extremely low inventory. So that puts us in a little bit of a funky environment with low demand and low inventory. So right now inventory is at just above 4,000 active units. During the Great Recession, at the peak, we were at 18,000 units. So we're way off those numbers. And then from 2011 to about 2019, we were at averaging about 6,000 to 7,000 units. So we're also almost halfway off of that as well. And this gives you more of a perspective of active inventory since 2019. So we're at, as I said, 4,000, and we actually may be reaching a peak. 2 weeks ago we were at 4,069. Right now we're at 4,030. So inventory is actually slightly going down. And if you look at the expected market time chart here, we're actually going down here as well too. So we were at 72 days in expected market time. Now we're at 65 days. So we may see that number go down into a hot seller's market again by the end of the year. It's really going to be dependent on what happens with interest rates. But as you can see, in 2019 we started with a slight sellers or a slight buyer's market, and then we went into a seller's market. In 2020 we went up into a slight buyer's market, at the height of the pandemic, and then went back down as interest rates went lower into a seller's market. And throughout 2021 it was extremely hot, under 40 days for most of the year, which is absolutely insane. So it's really going to be a function of what happens with interest rates, what expected market time does. I anticipate that it'll keep going down a little bit more. And really what's contributing to all of this is, I think this is the main factor contributing to everything, and it's mortgage rates. So a lot of people during the pandemic refinanced and got their mortgage rate lower. So 72% of people are at 4% or lower, 55% are at 3.5% or lower, and 34% are 3% or lower. So people simply don't want to sell because they're locked into a really solid mortgage rate number. They just want to stay put. They're not necessarily in love with their house, in love with the area. They would move if they had a higher interest rate, but really they're in love with their interest rate. So really, it's going to be a battle between supply and demand until something changes with mortgage rates, and until then, we'll probably remain in this environment for the rest of the year. So we really got to keep our eyes on what's happening with interest rates to determine what's going to happen in the future. But if you guys have any more questions about the market, feel free to reach out to me. I also send out this full market update to all of my clients. So if you guys want to get on this list, let me know. Hope you have a good rest of the week. Thanks so much. Bye.